today I want to show you how to build your own app. Yes, build an app yourself by drag, drop, point, click, so that you don't have to hire a bunch of tech people to actually build a cool idea. Let me show you how to do this. Let me share my screen so you can see. All right, so we're talking about how to build an app yourself without any tech people. Now, most people, when they come up with an idea for an app, they assume that the first thing that they need to do is hire an expensive agency to build the first version of their app. And there's nothing wrong with doing this. The only challenge, and I don't know if you know this, is that on average, it costs $20,000 and up to hire someone to build an app for you. Super expensive. Now, other people are like, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I have an idea for an app. I'm going to find a tech savvy business partner to help me with the app idea. That's the first thing I've got to do. And there's nothing wrong with this. Again, the only challenge is that you don't want to rush this process. Finding the right business partner is like finding the right person you're going to marry. And that if you guys are not on the same page, you can easily sink the ship. Okay. Now, other people are like, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach myself the basics of how to code in order to build my app idea. Have you ever thought any of these things? And again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing this. The only challenge is that it takes 12 months plus to get the level of proficiency to learn all the skills that you need in order to learn how to code. And so most people, they just, because of all of these barriers that I just mentioned, they completely put their app idea on the back burner. They're like, I'm not a techie person. It's not possible. I don't think I can do this. And they end up letting someone else launch the idea just because they never did anything with it. They end up seeing it on TV somewhere, seeing it in the app store, and they're like, dang, someone else did it before me. But actually, you don't have to do any of those things that I just mentioned are the hard things about building an app. You don't have to spend $20,000 hiring someone. You don't have to learn how to code. You don't have to find a tech-savvy business partner. Actually, you can create apps by using code-free software. Let me show you what I mean. Code-free tools let you design apps by drag, drop, point, click, kind of like if you were making a PowerPoint presentation. Drag what you want on the page. And then you logically tell the app what to do in English. So you design the app by drag, drop, point, click. You put what you want onto the page, drag, drop, point, click, right? And then you logically tell the app, see how it's dragging, dropping, pointing, clicking, that's how you put it onto the page. And then you logically tell the app what to do in English. Now, the logic statement is the thing that tells the app what to do. A logic statement is the thing that tells the app what to do. Let me give you an example of a logic statement that you already understand. Check this out. If I push the first domino, then the other dominoes will fall. If this, then that. Really simple, right? Let me give you another example. If the user clicks the button, then log them in. If this, then that. Everybody here can write this sentence. You could type this. This would be a very easy sentence for you to type onto the computer to tell the app what to do, right? So my tip for you is to find logic-based software to build your app. This is a new trend in app building where we all can build our own apps by drag, drop, point, click, and then tell the app what to do in English using logic sentences. So there are a ton of really cool software tools you can use to do this. I'm going to show you some of my favorites right now. So the first tool that I really love to use for building my own apps is called Glide. And what Glide does is it allows you to take a spreadsheet and instantly turn your spreadsheet into an app. And you can have maps and charts and GPS and listings of things, and people can click on it to see more information and type things in and enter data, all sorts of stuff. So Glide allows you to create your own app. Mighty Networks is another really cool tool that I really love to use. Mighty Networks specifically lets you have your own social network app. So everybody gets their own profile and people can follow each other and like each other, and there's a feed of everyone's posts. So Mighty Networks is a tool that lets you create your own social network app. ShareTribe is another really cool tool. ShareTribe allows you to create your own marketplace app where people can buy and sell things. Think like Airbnb or eBay, where people can buy and sell things from each other. Thinkific is another really cool tool. Thinkific allows you to create your own education app. So you can give people lessons and videos and tutorials and assignments. If the main thing that your app idea does is teach people something, Thinkific allows you to create your own education app. CloudMatch is another really awesome tool that I love. CloudMatch allows you to create your own Tinder style matching and recommendation engine app. So if you want to match people to people or people to things or people to places, you can do that using CloudMatch. And Stencil is another really awesome tool. Stencil allows you to create your own video game without writing any code. And of course, all these tools that I just mentioned to you can be on iPhone, Android, or on the web on the computer. Right? Here's an example of a video game that was created by someone just like me and you who had no idea how to make apps, no idea how to make games, and did it without doing any code or any tech savvy knowledge. So I just want to pause for a second and welcome you to the future. We are here. We are in it right now, where your app idea and any future app ideas that you come up with are totally possible for you to build by drag, drop, point, click, and then tell the app what to do. Because what I know and what a lot of people in tech now know is that by 2025, most software won't be made by coders, but instead by people like you and I with diverse backgrounds using logic. Because to build apps now, you no longer need to be a software developer or use any fancy coding languages. In fact, you don't even need to write a single line of code anymore. So I just want to welcome you to the future. I wanted to show you that in some of my favorite tools. And you might be thinking like, whoa, I didn't even know this was possible. Thank you for showing this to me. I didn't even know that I could do this, but I don't know if I have time to build an app myself. I want to show you this really quickly. This is Charisse. Charisse is an entrepreneur I've had the pleasure of coaching and working with. And when I worked with Charisse, Charisse is an author, and authors are not necessarily known for being like the world's fanciest app builders, but nonetheless, Charisse built an online social platform for sci-fi and comic fans. So we built her app, helped her build her app. She worked on everything. She did a great job. And she was a finalist on the TV show Planet of the Apps. It has Gary Vaynerchuk, Jessica Alba, Gwyneth Paltrow, will.i.am, and it works kind of like Shark Tank. And so Charisse says, I first tried it the traditional way. I tried to hire people to help me build my app. She said, I got a professional developer and I spent 9 months and almost $9,000 to get practically nothing. But after using Tara's Apps Without Code system, within 2 hours, I had built the first model of my app myself. So from 9 months of struggling to 2 hours app up and running, that's a big difference. And you can build all kinds of apps using this technique that I'm showing you. You could build a Yelp style app with a directory. You could build a Fitbit style app to track things. You could build a Tinder style app to match people to things. You could build an Airbnb style app to let people buy and sell things from each other. You could build an Uber style app to let people book things and track the progress of the booking. You could even build a masterclass style app where people learn things and do lessons and videos and assignments. So reality check, it doesn't take a lot of time if you use a proven system, this system that I'm showing you about how to build apps without code. And that is the secret that I wanted to show you in this quick mini class, how to build an app yourself without any tech people.